next trial with sodium chloride. I've measured out a new sample size. You can get your mass here. I'm going to bring this over to our calorimeter station. The calorimeter is all dried out, and we got our temperature. Don't pay attention to the temperature yet because the thermometer isn't even in there yet, but let's get the volume of distilled water we have for this trial. Kind of turn it. Try to keep my hands steady here so you guys can read that volume. Watch your increments. And then we're going to add this to our calorimeter. And just like last time, after I add all that water in, we can add the temperature probe. I'm going to put the lid on for a second, make it a little bit easier working one-handed. Oh boy. There we go. And then we'll watch the probe here. Get the initial temperature of the water. All right. Looks like it's being pretty steady, and it's definitely in the water in here. So we'll go ahead and add our salt. I'm going to switch hands here. There we go. If I can find the salt, there we go. Struggle is real. All right. Throw in all that salt. Get the lid and thermometer back on. And we shall mix around this solution. And I'll keep my camera on the temperature so that we can get an accurate equilibrium temp. And again, while this is going, I am swirling the solution that we have in the calorimeter cup to make sure all of that salt is dissolving into the water. And we're getting a nice temperature change here. Notice our temperature is going down too. Might not be a good hand warmer possibility here. Alright, I'm going to let this sit and see if we get any more decrease in the temperature. If it starts to go up, it'll be easy to figure out where our lowest temperature or equilibrium was for this one. Again, we don't want the temperature to go down though. It looks like we are there. So I'm going to stop filming this trial. All right, trial 2 for sodium chloride. Very similar. I masked it out. Here's our mask for trial 2 sodium chloride. And again, I'm going to bring this on over to our calorimeter station cup. I dried out the inside of the calorimeter cup, cleaned it out, and here is, let me turn this a little bit. Here's the volume of water that we're going to add to the calorimeter cup. Remember that the density of pure water is 1 gram per milliliter. So that means the volume that we are recording also works for the mass of the water that we have in here. And then let's go ahead and I'm just going to kind of put the thermometer down into the water. And we can get our initial temperature of the water. Okay. Looks pretty steady, so we can record that. And then what I'm going to do is, like last time, I'm going to take this salt and I'm going to dump it right into the calorimeter. I'm going to get the lid on right away. Sorry. Get the thermometer in here. Get the lid on right away and swirl it around. And look for that equilibrium temperature. Pretty much the highest it gets. It looks like it's going down already, so I think we caught it right at the beginning. Okay. All right, sodium chloride group, now that you've collected that data, You can look through the calculations that you're going to have to do on page 31 to figure out the delta H, the enthalpy for this reaction of dissolving that salt into that amount of water.